Aloha and welcome to Hawaii Tropical Botanical Garden's new episode of Conversations in the Garden, where we take you, our viewers, around the garden, sharing plant care information, highlighting rare and endangered plants, and many more interesting facts found in the garden. Today we are with Steve, who will be sharing the garden's rare and endangered plants, conservation efforts, and how you can start your own endangered species garden. In today's episode of Conversations in the Garden, rare and endangered plants in the garden.
Welcome back to the channel. Today we will be talking about endangered species, what it means to be endangered, what challenges they face, as well as what we can do to help. Let's get started. Endangered plants are species that are at risk of becoming extinct in the near future. The International Union for Conservation of Nature, or IUCN, plays a critical role in identifying and classifying these species based upon their vulnerability. They use the Red List to monitor plants and their status in the wild. But why are so many plants at risk? Two of the biggest threats to a plant is habitat loss and change of climate. The change of climate is an ever-going threat because of continual changes in temperature and unpredictable rain. Habitat loss occurs when an area becomes developed. Here at the garden, we are fortunate to have several species of endangered plants, and we are going to go over some of those today. Meet Dioon purposei. It is from the cycad family, one of the oldest plant families known to man. It dates back millions of years to the time of the dinosaurs, which makes this plant a very rare plant due to its slow-growing nature. With its palm-like appearance, it stands out with a crown of stiff, feather-like leaves atop a thick, sturdy trunk. Like most cycads, this plant is dioecious, which means you need both a female and a male counterpart. Its unique leaves have numerous narrow leaflets arranged symmetrically along the stem. Some of these leaflets even have tiny spines along the edges. As the leaves age, they can change color, shifting from a grayish green to darker shades depending on their environment. Over time, the trunk can grow up to 5 meters tall, giving this plant a majestic presence. Native to the dry, rocky hills of the Mexican state of Oaxaca, where it thrives in dry tropical rainforests, often under the shade of larger trees. It has faced some hardships, however, due to its habitation loss. It, however, with proper care, can survive for many decades or even centuries, making it a treasure for gardeners or plant enthusiasts alike. This is Calathea ecuadoriana. It is a stunning species that hails from South America in Ecuador. The texture of these leaves is incredibly soft, almost velvet-like. It is a dark green field separated by veins of a light green or silvery color. If we flip the leaf over, it exposes an amazing shade of reddish purple or burgundy color, adding even more to the beauty of this plant. Calathea ecuadoriana grows in clusters or clumps. Which makes it a fantastic plant for creating a fuller looking plant collection. It prefers the shade. It thrives in indirect light or partial shade, so don't worry if your garden space does not get tons of sunlight. To keep it healthy, make sure your plant gets plenty of moisture in the air or in a very humid area. This will help prevent leaf issues. It's important to keep the soil consistently moist but not too soggy to avoid root rot. Calathea ecuadoriana is primarily grown for its stunning foliage. Its unique look and colors will add beauty and elegance to any garden space. Meet the Bentincia nicobarica, which hails from the Nicobar Islands in the southern area of Bengal. It is a solitary palm, so you will not see these palms growing in clusters or groups. We have planted them here, which is why you do see them in a small cluster here. But in the wild, they will be growing very solitary and very rarely also, as it is an endangered species. Speaking of tall, this palm can grow up to 20 meters, around 66 feet, reaching impressive heights with a smooth grayish-white trunk. You can even spot these distinctive rings along its trunk, which come from old leaf scars. At the top, you'll notice a light green crown shaft where the tightly packed leaf bases gather, giving it a sleek look. Despite its tall stature, the palm's flowers are tiny, small cream-colored blossoms that emerge from beneath the crown shaft. The fruit are small and round, turning from red to black as they ripen. Slow growing, this palm prefers high humidity areas and has adapted itself for life along coastal regions with its high salt tolerance. It is a rare palm to be found in the wild, generally found in private gardens or in botanical gardens. It is facing large amounts of habitat loss, making this palm truly a gem in the tropical gardening world. You don't need a large garden or a big greenhouse to make a difference. Even a small garden planted with native plants and endangered species can make a substantial impact. Together, we can protect plants that are vital to our planet's health. There's hope on the horizon. With your help, these endangered plants can have a chance to thrive for generations to come. Thanks for watching, and remember, gardens are a powerful tool for conservation. See you next time.
Mahalo to you, our viewers, for watching today's episode of Conversations in the Garden, Rare and Endangered Plants in the Garden. If you have suggestions on what topics you'd like us to cover, please leave us a comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel and follow us on social media, link in the description. Stay tuned for our next episode.